Hi, Brian Swanson. Just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on our new business rules interface. The idea is that you want to be able to have a flexible set of criteria where given any number of conditions, vendor name, a total, a missing total, regexes on the OCR text, any of those types of things we can use to identify a certain circumstance, and then apply that to either update an existing value and override it, or go ahead and extract a new value as, say, a custom field. So you'll find this under the Data Transformations business rules. The legacy existing rule set is just listed as rules. So we'll be doing business rules. If you don't see it, go ahead and send an email to support@veryfi.com or sales@veryfi.com to get this enabled for your account. So we're just going to walk through a simple example. I want to take one of my lunch receipts from a particular vendor, and if it uses my corporate card, I want to tag that as a lunch expense. So that's the example that we'll be using. You'll notice you can give it a business name. So in this case, this is going to be a lunch receipt, and I can always activate and deactivate rules without having to edit them. So I can go through and keep them in place, but maybe turn them off for a little while, turn them back on. So is active, so we can test this. And in this case, I'm looking for vendor.name is the field that I'm looking for. I want it to equal, but you'll notice there's a lot of different fields that I can select as an operator. Depending on the field and the field type, this list may change. And because I'm doing a vendor, it's looking at existing vendors in the system. So I can find by typing in here, by getting the focus on the box and then starting to type, you can find Drager's Market. Now, if I'd done something like Brian's in here, and that doesn't exist, it's going to go ahead and ask me to create a new field. So if there's not an existing vendor with the name I'm looking for, just start typing and then hit the add new, and it'll put that in there. And that works both for the actions as well as many of the conditions. So in this case, I do want to set this up to be part of Drager's Market. And I also want to look that my payment card number is coming from equal to 9. So I set that up. Note that I can just keep adding more and more on here, so I can have very complex rules. I can also put an or, so I can have ands, ors to create very complex logic to trigger my particular rule. And then under actions, I can either update an existing field or override a field or extract into a new field. So in this case, I want to update my tags. And again, if the tag is already in there for lunch expenses, that's fine. Or I can just start typing, it'll let me do the add new. So in this case, I want it to be lunch expenses, add that in. So it's saved the rule. The rule is active and ready to go. So I'm now going to grab my phone, do a quick snap of that receipt from lunch, and we'll go ahead and see once that loads in there. There's the Drager's Market, and you'll notice it's now put the tag on for lunch expense. So it's seen that the vendor is Drager's Market. It's seen that the payment card value is from my card, and with those two together, it's tagged that and done it. So if you have any problems, feel free to reach out to support@veryfi.com, and they can help you walk through any issues. Thank you very much.